Hi, I'm Ian McConnell from inmyhomeoffice.com, and today's video I'm just going to answer a question from a reader, a subscriber. It's from Dan, and Dan says, I presently run a site called biketrackdayshub.co.uk, started a little over a year ago, and he goes on to say that bike track days are his biggest passion, something he loves to talk about. He knows that there's a lot of money spent in that niche. He's feeling somewhat lost with his strategy. He's only written info-based articles to help visitors and product-based articles to basically make money. Truth be told, I earn very little from the affiliate side of things, mainly eBay partner network, but I think I'm starting to discover that I need an awful lot more content and traffic to make £1,000 per month target. Okay, Dan, first thing you need to increase that target right up. That's too low, and you won't become creative and find leveraged ways if you don't have a big target. I don't know what you do for a day job, but lift that right up because it is very possible. But let's have a look at your website now. This is typical content marketing. Dan, I've read through your website, some awesome stuff here. You're a brilliant writer, and this website is very, very well set out. But let's get back to your goal. You said you wanted to make money. Now, as soon as you say that, it's not so much, it's now becomes a business. It's not like you've got a passion and you're writing about it and diarizing about it so that you can help other people and you want to make money out of this. So I had a look at one of the pages you're making some sales of. Now, you've got these tire pressure gauges, and I noticed when I went to Google, I can see you've got 142 results in Google. Now, these are all ranked sites ranked pages in Google. They'll also include your privacy disclaimer, about page, contact page, etc. So you've probably got, I don't know, probably at least 120 blog posts that have been indexed. And what happens is people come to Google, they Google their keyword phrase, they find your site and they click across and they land on one of your internal pages. Now, essentially every blog post is a landing page. Now, if you've read any of my previous stuff, you know that each landing page has to be optimized for conversions, because the last thing you want is, for the person to come here, get distracted, bounce around within your site, go to 3 or 4 pages, and then, get called away to supper and forget about your site and never come. You want to convert them really quickly. So the first mistake I see is having this share bar up at the top here. That should be down at the bottom, because only when people have read the post will they decide whether they want to share it or not. And I think that's just distracting. You want to have your big title right, boom. These are the top 5 tire pressure gauges. So people continue reading. Now, one thing to consider with content marketing is obviously you're monetizing with affiliate links, and you're getting paid commissions. Now, let's assume, and I don't know what price this is. Let me click across and have a look. All right, it's £9.99. So, if that was on Amazon, you could be paying 4% commission, which would be about 40 cents. Now, just looking at that would mean, I don't know, but let's say you're getting paid $1 commission on each of those. To reach your goals, you would have to make 1,000, and the goals set pretty low. You'd have to make 1,000 of those sales every single month. That's going to be really, really tough. This sort of content marketing works really, really well if you've got a nice list and you're sending out a daily email which says, hey, these are or day one could be, hey, these are the best tire pressure gauges. And you get 10,000 people landing on this page, and out of those 10,000, you maybe get 1,000 people buying the pressure gauge that you suggest, and you make your £1,000 commission. But you've really got to be focused on building that list so that you can get that list across this page. If you're going to rely on the conventional SEO method, it's going to take forever. And then you should be monitoring these pages in the search engines, every single week to, find out where it's ranking. Is it going up? Is it going down? Are other people outranking you, etc., etc.? So it becomes a very cumbersome type business model, which does work, by the way, but there's so much easier ways of doing this. And the easiest way I would suggest for you is on your homepage is to make this a big opt-in. So, when people, and even if they land on your internal page and they click to go home, it would take them to the opt-in page, and the opt-in page would be something similar to, like my page, my website is actually set up so that my welcome page is what I call, I use a welcome gate. But basically what happens is when somebody comes to an internal page of my website and then clicks across to go to the home, it takes them to this welcome page, and there's an opt-in. Now you notice they can skip this step, but most people don't do that. I'm getting over 50% opt-in rate because what's happened is people are landing here and there's a call to action. It says, who else wants to make up to, $6,587 per month with a simple membership site. So I'm sort of pre-qualifying people that are getting onto my list, and they either opt in or they don't. And then over the days, I've been modifying this. This is as best as I've got it up to this stage. But this is the entry point to my website, and people opt in, they go onto my list, and then every time I add content to my blog, I'm then broadcasting that to the list and getting them back to that post. So, that's what you should be doing with your website is getting people opted in, and once they've opted in, then you send them to these specific pages and you'll get a much better conversion rate. So I hope that helps, and let me know how you go.